And today we have for you another aircraft from Academy. I've gone Academy crazy at the moment. Alright, today we've got a Focke-Wulf 190D-9 by Academy in 1/72 scale. Just a quick look at the box art there. Pretty neat little model. Now, this is an older kit once again. I actually built this kit originally 15 years ago. I'm not that old, trust me. Yeah, some time ago now, and I loved it. And I was recently looking at it on the shelf, and I thought, you know what? I really want to do another one of those. I've been wanting to do one for so long. So now's my chance, now that I've learned a bit more about modelling. And I thought, let's give it a crack again. So, everything comes individually packed in its own little plastic bag, which is nice. And so you're not going to lose any parts or anything like that. And we'll just start off by having a quick look at the instructions. So, as with most of the Academy stuff, it gives you a quick rundown of the vehicle, on the aircraft, sorry. And its development, its weaponry, etc, etc, etc. And then those of you that may not know, Focke-Wulf 190D model was an upgrade of the, well, almost a new aircraft really, but it was an upgrade of the Focke-Wulf model. Had been around for some time, so they started off with Focke-Wulf, was it A, well, someone will correct me on this, but early A model. And it just got heavier and heavier and heavier, and the high performance altitude was never that good. So that's, you know, one reason why a lot of 109s continued on service in high altitude fights, because they just handled better at high altitude versus the planes like the P-51, for example, whereas the Focke-Wulf 190 was much better at low level. 190D is very different to the others in that it's got an inline engine. So with all the other previous versions, they were all actual radial, whereas this is actually, says it here as well, so 12-cylinder inverted V liquid cooled Junkers Jumo. Yeah, so it was a very different aircraft, very fast, and it was probably, you know, well, I would dare say it was the best version of the Focke-Wulf 190. There was another development of this, I believe, called the someone correct me here, 152, was it? Was it the 152? Which was had an increased wingspan for better high altitude performance. But anyway, I digress. So, moving on. Let's have a quick look here. So, instructions pretty simple. Once again, you're not going to expect anything, you know, overly complex with a 1/72 scale aircraft. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. Landing gear. One thing I've noticed with some manufacturers is they actually they're actually moulding the landing gear, and, well, for lack of a better term, struts into this section here, into the doors, which makes it, you know, it might be easier to manufacture, certainly easier for the kiddies who are starting out, but I don't know if it looks quite as good as having it individual pieces. So just something to keep an eye out with some of the new kits, just a bit different. You can see the cannon armaments here going in the wings. I'm assuming that's probably a pitot tube, antennas, so on and so forth. So pretty quick, simple, easy build. You got your drop tank there, and final cockpit assembly. Now you've got a couple of different marking choices. Let's have a quick look. Both from the same Staffel. Are they? Yeah, certainly are. Let's have a look there. So pretty cool. Alright, now that was the one I did last time. I'll probably do this one this time. But both have the unique red and white underside, so all red with white stripes. Now, I believe they did that for anti-aircraft gunners, so they could, without a doubt, make sure that yes, this was a friendly aircraft, and no, we do not want to shoot it. Yeah, pretty safe. And then you've got your sprue count on the back here with all your parts. As with Academy models, just make sure if you see there's any issues with the parts or anything like that, don't take them out of the bags. Just send them back to Academy already in the bag, and they'll sort it out for you. And it's quite easy to see through them, so you'll notice if there's any issues. Decal sheet, pretty nice, pretty simple. From what I remember, these decals went on really, really well. I haven't had an issue rather with any of the decals from Academy. They all seem quite nice and easy to bed down. So just showing you that there. Just trying to glare it so you can see the height of them. But pretty basic, straightforward. Clear parts. So you've got 2 canopy options for this model. There they are there. Right, not too elaborate. I think one's just a bit higher, so that one there a bit bulged than that one. It's pretty simple. Nice and easy, and I just want to have a better look there. Yeah, no, pretty straightforward. Wings. So this is the under part of the wing, and you just look at that recessed detail there. Very, very fine. I do like the detail on their aircraft kits. They're not overly heavy panel lines. With some of the other brands, you get, you know, these really exaggerated panel lines, and I understand why they do it. But you know, it's always nice to have a kit which has got the lovely little panel lines. You can see the rivet lines here on there. Now, there's no deformations on the kit. It's very, very little flash, if any. No sink marks. Gotta love it. And these are the fuselage halves. Just have a quick look at those. You can see the detail on them. Very nice once again. Propeller. Engine cowling, or front of the cowling, where the radiator, probably, not with the radiator, you know what I mean. With the propeller, thank you. Hey. Sits. Top of the engine cowling there. Seats a little basic. So there's probably opportunity for some detail here. Cockpit area, no, that's all very, very basic. It'll come up alright if you paint it up properly. Probably benefit from an aftermarket part, or just a little bit of scratch building just to make it a bit more interesting. And there's no detail on the internal sidewalls there. That's probably because the cockpit's so narrow. But yeah, not too good. Not bad, not great, not horrible. Easy to work with, and as I was saying, plenty of room for upgrades if you want to do it. And the top wings here, very nice. I just love the detail along the ailerons there. I think it's great. Got the bulges on the wings for, I'm assuming, for the cannons mounted in there. Landing gear doors, drop tanks. Very cool, right? So it's not a complex build. It's an easy build, bit of fun. The only thing really that I came across last time I built this kit was, if you have a look in the landing gear doors there, so the inside of the door, you've got a couple little sink marks, so it's hard to see, and I apologise for that, but you can just see there's 2 on each one, so there's one here, and the same on the other side. Mostly hidden by the gears, by the landing gear, but I would probably just give that a touch up with putty, let it dry, and give it a quick sanding over just to make sure you don't see it. But I would say, you know, it's a fair bet most of it's going to be hidden. And that is it. So there we go. Unboxing. So, pretty good kit. No sink marks that I could find. We only found those few little injector pins at the back there on the gear doors. And they're in a nice easy spot to fix anyway, so that's not a huge issue. Focke-Wulf 190D-9. Can't wait to build it. I'm going to have a lot of fun. Thanks again for joining us, everyone. Please like, share, subscribe. Don't forget, we've got our giveaway competition coming up soon, so we'll have another prize draw for subscribers. So don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to tell you 20 times a video. No, but thank you to everyone who has. The channel's growing a lot quicker than I thought it would, and I really appreciate it. And all the comments and feedback has been awesome, so keep them coming. Thank you again. Cheers.